Good morning students. Today we will see about the Petty Neumann's systems theory. She developed this theory in the 1972. She is a mental health nurse. So this Petty Neumann's theory, it is a systems theory. Petty Neumann is talking as like a theory is mainly by the like a person is like a core basic structure, and this is the defense line, this is a normal line, and this is called the flexible line. This theory is mostly it is applicable for community health nursing as well as anything you can apply it for the individual also. For individual, for example, any research purpose also you can use this theory. So she is talking very well about the whole is it's a multi-dimensional theory. It's like she is telling the basic structure is a dynamic. Who is this basic structure? Either it is an individual or in a community or the family, we can tell. So the core structure is composed up of like the physiological, psychological, social and developmental, spiritual variables are composed of it. And every individual will be having a like a interpersonal, intrapersonal, extrapersonal like a stressors or anything will be there. So that will, it's like an open system. All the variables will be affecting the individual. So interpersonal, intrapersonal, so any variables. So usually little bit any changes or this one may not affect it. It will be like a little vibration, and it will be automatically, the dynamic system will be automatically will be corrected by himself. If in an one extreme level it is going, some of the stressors will be affecting. Either the stressor may be the interpersonal within himself. So when he cannot come out from the stressful situation, so it will be affecting the first one will be affecting this level. So once it is affecting, everyone will be having a defense mechanism. For example, anything is happening, some stressor or there, or some particular person interact with another person, maybe you may have a stressor. What you will be thinking that sometimes you will follow some stress managemental strategy like avoidance or negotiation, or you will avoid talking with him, all these things. But all these things are getting failure due to any reasons, so the system is still it's going to affect it. Are you understanding? So when it is affecting, the whole system will be, it's like an open system. Either you can apply in a family or individual or anybody you can apply. So she is talking about this is like a open system. It's like a many stressors may affect. It is composed of like physical, psychological, social, economical, spiritual, anything. One system is affected, ultimately will be having an influence upon the another system, she is telling. So what is about nursing? So we have to, every individual, the nurse should be deal with the what are all the variables which is affecting, either the psychological variable or spiritual variable or intrapersonal stress, interpersonal or conflict, what it is affecting, what one variable vary from the one person to the another person. So so you have to identify, and the nurse has to correctly will be diagnosed and apply the nursing goals, and the outcome will be there. So what she is talking about, first one may be a primary prevention. So what is the primary prevention? Primary prevention, you will identify what all the stressors are affecting or something. You will be doing in a health promotion, specific protection, yearly screening, yearly identification, anything will be a primary prevention for the individual. So here will be the yearly prevention will be guidance, will be counseling and comforting the patients. All these things will be making the strengthening the flexible line. No, it is already he is affected by this one. You can go for the secondary prevention, yearly diagnosis, prompt treatment, rehabilitation and other things you can do it. So and this is about the second. This core system, when it is affected, really he is going for very depression and other things, you have to go for the tertiary prevention, admission and guidance and counseling and rehabilitation, and the reconstructs the new system and help the patient to come out from this one. So how the reactions will be individual variables. Some people will be so emotional, some people will be less emotional, some will be ventilating outside, some will be you have to ask. So your nursing responsibility to apply this one. So this basic structure will have a survival factors, like for example survival, genetical makeup. One individual, you cannot follow the same strategy for one individual to the another individual. So this theory is a very beautifully made by the Petit Neumann. As a BSc nurses or the MSc nurses, your thesis also, these theoretical concepts can be taken and applied in the community setups or in the your research setup. You can modify it, make it as a form of a conceptual models. So for example, if you are applying the community, what madam subsystems you have? For example, basic structure is a community as a subsystem. You can see this is the population, you can put like this. So this is the population community is also having composed of the here individual composed of physical, psychological, social, other cultural, other variables are there, but in a spiritual variables are there, psychological, but in a community composed of religion, economic, political, understand, communication, culture, value. These are all the systems are there. For example, if you take it, now is the community is called Manipur is the community. Maybe this is the core structure, and community having a own defense mechanism and normal line and flexible line. Manipur matter is coming out now only, but what happened in the previous 1 year back, some slight problems may be coming with the two community people, some flexible line, they manage, they fight and they negotiate. It doesn't affect the core community. The Petit Neumann is telling that one system is always interact with another system. We may not think that the Kurki community or whatever they are fighting for either their status or this one, and one system is affected. Now religion system affected, political system of community affected, all these not in a primary prevention level. In the primary prevention level, in the local police might have managed. Now what happened? The defense lines also broken, this direct structure burning and the people are affected and no communication between this. The whole structure of this one is getting affected. Now you have to restructure and reconstruct the system, return back to the normal. So what you are going to do? This community system, one may be cookies, the caste problem or religion problem. Now economy is affected and political problem, this one affected, normal life is affected, communication is affected, transport is affected, their whatever maybe tourism is affected. Nobody can do that. So one system is completely affected. So this model very well can be applied by the individual as well as the community. She is mainly focusing upon this one about the system. And any theory you are writing, you have to remember about the Petit Neumann talking about the 4 meta paradigm. What she is telling, for example, person is viewed as a multi-dimensional individual. It's a dynamic system. Dynamic means always changing. The mood will be changing. How it will be changing due to various stress or influence, interpersonal relationship, talking, anything. Then person is a core structure and it is composed, as I already told you, physiological, psychological and spiritual. This one, they constantly will be interact with each other, this system, either the community system or in the individual system. And she also telling person means he included the family group as well as in the community. She focused upon the person's relationship response to the stress. How this core system according responds to the stress. Manipur has been response to the stress in a very aggressive manner. The whole system getting corrupted. Okay, understand? Now is the environment. What is she talking about? Environment. Environment, she is talking about intrapersonal, interpersonal, extrapersonal stressors. It may interfere the normal defense line. So the environmental is very important. So based on this environment, she is talking about the nurses. Nurses has to give us the protective environment, good environment, find out every individual is unique and find out which stressor is affecting. So that's what she is going to tell. What she is telling about the health. Health is defined as a state of wellness in the system. Okay, understand? So she demonstrates the harmony of the all parts of the support system. So one system is affecting, all system is going to affect. So health is a harmony. So it's reflected in the level of wellness. So as I told you, the environment and stressor, the nursing is mainly focusing and dealing upon the variables affecting the person. We cannot tell only this variable is affecting, infection only affecting. No, the psychology also affecting the person. Maybe need comfort or spiritual is lacking. You have to find out. That is the nursing action. The nursing action assists the person's family and group. So she is not talking about the nursing care not only for the individual, also for the group and this one. So the level of wellness, it's like a surroundings. All the stress means it's in where and all it is coming. Understand? So she is also using that prevention or the care, it according to the various primary, secondary and tertiary level. So she is also telling how this interactions is going to reduce and rebuild the system and reduce the stressors. Understand? So nursing is consist of 3 steps: nursing diagnosis, goal and the nursing outcome. So this is a very beautiful theory. This you can, as I told you, theories is a set of concepts, ideas, propositions and definition and interrelationship of concepts and predicting or viewing some phenomenon. So what is this phenomenon? You take this one and you apply this theory into your MSc nursing and you put your concept into it and view the phenomena. So this is a good example for the systems theory. Let us meet you in another theory. Thank you.